Hello everybody, welcome to 21st Century IAS Delhi Campus C.A.R.E initiative, Current Affairs through Reverse Engineering. This is Goli Varsha. Team 21st Century IAS Academy, Delhi wishes all our students a very happy Dussehra. May you get triumph for all your righteous and consistent efforts. Here's an announcement. Our prestigious upscale program has now come up with UPSC Confidence Covenant module. This includes 100 days plan for 1000 marks mains, 300 hours intensive lectures, 10,000 plus MCQs via previous year questions, 1000 plus mains, question and answers. And for our old students, there's 50% concession and course is available in online and offline mode. It is starting from 1st November. Do attend the workshop at 10 a.m. in the first floor, Old Rajendra Nagar, near Agarwal Suites, above Muthoot Finance, New Delhi. Let us look into the first article for the day. Months after community added to ST list, Himachal asked Delhi to define Hathis. Now, Hathis are a tribe and they are in Himachal Pradesh. Tribes and regions are very important. Please remember this. Okay, now let us look into the MCQ related to this. Consider the following statements with regard to National Commission for STs. Before we get into this question, you have to know a few basics. Okay. Firstly, Article 338. Before 1990, there was a special officer or a commissioner for SCs and STs under Article 338. And 65th Constitutional Amendment Act of 1990 actually replaced this one-member system with multi-member system, and SC, SC and ST, NC, SC, ST was established as a multi-member body. Okay, so NC, SC and ST was one organization. It was clubbed. It was a clubbed organization. Okay, and in the year 2003, the 89th Constitutional Amendment Act actually split this single organization into NCSC and NCST. NCSC is under Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, while NCST is under Ministry of Tribal Affairs. Okay, now NCSC dealt with Anglo-Indians and OBCs also, but after the Constitutional Amendment Act number 102 in the year 2018, it was relieved from the function to look into the problems of OBC, because in the year 2018, after 102nd Constitutional Amendment Act, NCBC was constituted. Okay, so whenever there is NCBC or NCSC or NCST, you need to know this basic thing. 338 article, 65th Constitutional Amendment Act, 89th Constitutional Amendment Act and 102nd Constitutional Amendment Act. Right? Now, consider the following statements with regard to National Commission for STs. It is a constitutional body. Yes. The term of the chairperson, vice chairperson and each member is 3 years. Yes. The chairperson has been given the rank of Union Cabinet Minister and vice chairperson that of Minister of State, and other members have ranks of Secretary to the Government of India. Yes, all three statements are correct. Let us see the previous year question related to this theme. Which one of the following commissions is related to Article 338A? 338A is NCST. Okay, so B is the correct answer, while NCSC is Article 338 and NCBC is 338B. The National Commission for Women, no, it is not a constitutional body, so there is no article for it. It is a statutory body. Now, we will see the next article. Sensitive ecosystem in Kaveri's birthplace cries for attention amid deficit rainfall. Kaveri is in news for quite some time now, so it is very important theme for prelims. Okay, let us see some basics related to Kaveri river. So, Karnataka, Kerala and Tamil Nadu and the Union Territory of Pondicherry. All these are related to Kaveri river. Alright, because it gets tributaries from Kerala, it flows through Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and mixes into Bay of Bengal through Puducherry. Alright. So this is the river. There are few dams which you have to remember. One is the Krishnarajasagar Dam in Karnataka. The other one is Mettur Dam in Tamil Nadu. And there is Kabini river tributary, and it is also a perennial river. Alright. And few other facts. Kaveri river is known as Ponni in Tamil Nadu. And it rises in Brahmagiri hill of the Western Ghats. Alright, and now left bank and right bank tributaries. You have to remember there should not be any confusion between left bank and right bank tributaries. Left and right are not your left and right sides. If the river is flowing this way, draw arrow mark, and then the right and left sides are with respect to the direction of flow of the river. Okay, if the river is flowing like this, this is the right hand side and this is the left hand side of the river. Alright, yeah. Now left bank tributaries are Arkavati, Hemavati, Shimsha, Harangi. Right bank tributaries are Lakshman Tirtha, Suvarnavati, Noil, Bhavani, Kabini and Amaravati. Alright, and Harangi and Hemavati are also the names of the dams in Karnataka apart from Krishnarajasagar Dam. And the genesis of this dispute is 150 years old, and it dates back to two agreements of arbitration in 1892 and 1924 between the Madras Presidency and the Mysore. Alright. After several years in 1990, the Kaveri Water Disputes Tribunal was also in place. And in 2018, Supreme Court declared the Kaveri as a national asset. National asset. Alright, and it also directed the center to notify the Kaveri Management Scheme. And in the year 2018, the Kaveri Water Management Authority and Kaveri Water Regulation Committee were constituted. Alright, these are some basics. Now we'll get into the MCQ. Consider the following statements with regard to Kaveri River. Kaveri Basin receives rainfall mainly from the southwestern monsoon and partially from the northeastern monsoon. Yes, this is correct. Kabini, a perennial river, is an important tributary of river Kaveri. Yes, we have seen. It rises in the Brahmagiri range in the Western Ghat region. Yes. Amaravati river, the longest tributary of Kaveri river. Yes, Amaravati is a right bank tributary, and along with it you also remember that it is the longest tributary. So all of these statements are correct. Which one of the following rivers is not a tributary of river Kaveri? This was given in 2018. Okay, Hemavati, it's a tributary. Arkavati, it's a tributary. Indravati is not a tributary. Indravati and Pranahita are left bank tributaries of Godavari river. Amaravati, yes. So, C is the answer here. So, be very, very thorough with the left and right bank tributaries. Yeah. Next article. The ascent begins. ISRO has started a crucial phase of its human space flight mission. On October 21st, the ISRO commenced the first uncrewed developmental flight of its Gaganyaan human space flight mission from Sriharikota, designated as TVD-1. The launch vehicle, a single stage rocket, carried a crew module fit with a crew escape system to an altitude of 12 kilometers. Now we'll see the MCQ related to this. Consider the following statements with regard to TVD-1 vehicle of ISRO. It is liquid propelled single stage test vehicle. Yes, we have just seen. It uses modified Vikas engine with crew module and crew escape system. Yes, this is also correct. Both the statements are correct. Now, what is this Vikas engine? It is the acronym for Vikram Ambalal Sarabhai. Alright, Vikas stands for Vikram Ambalal Sarabhai. And Vikas engine, it is a family of liquid fueled rocket engines designed by ISRO in the 1970s. And these engines were developed for what PSLV and GSLV series. Alright. Now, previous year question relating to this theme. With reference to India's satellite launch vehicle, consider the following statements. It was given in the year 2018. PSLVs launch the satellites useful for Earth resources monitoring, whereas GSLVs are designated mainly to launch communication satellites. Yes, this is correct. So look at the options. B is gone, D is gone. Now we have to see the second statement. Satellites launched by PSLV appear to remain permanently fixed in the same position in the sky as viewed from a particular location on the earth. See, this is wrong. It is not PSLV. It is geosynchronous. GSLV. Geosynchronous launch vehicles. If the satellites are launched by geosynchronous launch vehicles, they remain permanently fixed in the same position in the sky as viewed from a particular location on the earth, because they are in sync with the rotation of the earth, right? That is the thing. Okay, so 2 is wrong. This is gone. Only 1 is correct answer. So you don't need to know or read third statement. However, for your convenience purpose, we'll read this. GSLV Mark III is a 4-staged launch vehicle with the first and third stages using solid rock motors. The GSLV Mark III is a 4-stage launch vehicle. No, it is not 4-stage, it is 3-stage, as the name itself suggests that it is a 3-stage one. Okay, next article. Restoring the ecological health of the Himalayas. Here they have given a way forward. Involve the local population and grassroots bodies in determining the carrying capacity of the Indian Himalayan region. Now, what is carrying capacity can be a potential question in prelims as well as mains. Okay, like a human being has a carrying capacity, likewise the nature also has a carrying capacity. Now, what is carrying capacity of an ecosystem? It is the maximum population size that an ecosystem can sustainably support without degrading its natural resources and overall health. Okay, so that is carrying capacity. Now we'll look into the MCQ. Consider the following statements with regard to Secure Himalaya project. It is a part of Global Wildlife Program funded by Global Environment Facility. Yes. It promotes sustainable management of alpine pastures and forests in high-range Himalayan ecosystems. Yes. Global Environment Facility is a very important theme because it was given in 2014 also. So we'll see some basics related to Global Environment Facility. So Global Environment Facility was established on the eve of 1992 Rio Summit, and it acts as a financial assistance mechanism to 5 major international conventions. One is the Minamata Convention on Mercury of 2017. Next is the Stockholm Convention on Persistent Organic Pollutants, alright, 2004. And third is the UN Convention to Combat Desertification, UNCCD, of 1994. Fourth is the UNFCCC and United Nations Convention on Biodiversity of 1993. Alright, all these 5 conventions are related to Global Environment Facility. Now, we'll solve this question. With reference to Global Environment Facility, which of the following statements are correct? It serves as financial mechanism for Convention on Biological Diversity, yes, and the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. Yes, this statement is correct. It undertakes scientific research on environmental issues at global level. No, it is a financing mechanism. It does not undertake scientific research. So only A is correct. Alright, next article. To curb evasion, EU report calls for 2% global wealth tax on billionaires. Now we'll see the MCQ related to this. Which one of the following best describes the term blue washing? A method of cleaning polluted water bodies using eco-friendly technology? No. A person who does not read current affairs and just goes into the examination hall will mark A as correct statement. Be very, very careful about current affairs and the topics repeatedly in news. Okay. The practice of making misleading or exaggerated claims about the environmental friendliness of a product or organization to appear more sustainable. Yes, this is the correct meaning. Now, a similar question was asked in 2022. Which one of the following best describes the term greenwashing? Conveying a false impression that a company's products are eco-friendly and environmentally sound. This is the meaning. Now we'll understand the difference through an example. Okay, see, when it comes to blue washing, take this example. If a fishing company, okay, if it's claiming to be a leader in protecting the ocean environment or oceans, while on the other side it is engaging in deep sea fishing and unsustainable fishing practices, then that particular fishing company, which is boasting itself like that, is known to be doing something called as blue washing. Now, in greenwashing, be it a clothing company or beauty products company or any company that is growing vegetables organically, it boasts to do so, but in reality it is not doing so. It is known as greenwashing. Alright. So basically these terms can be used interchangeably, but the term greenwashing has a greater focus on economic and community factors. Alright? Yeah. Now, next article. Fluorescence, making animals glow. We'll look into the MCQ. Which of the following statements regarding fluorescence is correct? Fluorescence is a phenomenon in which a substance absorbs light at one wavelength and emits it at a longer wavelength. This is correct explanation. And the opposite of this phenomenon, opposite of fluorescence, is phosphorescence. Okay. This statement exactly describes this. Statement B. Fluorescence occurs when a substance absorbs light at one wavelength and emits at a shorter wavelength. No, this is the definition of phosphorescence, not fluorescence. Okay. Next, previous year question related to this. Indiscriminate disposal of used fluorescent electric lamps causes mercury pollution in the environment. Why is mercury used in the manufacture of these lamps? A mercury coating on the inside of the lamp makes the light bright white. No. When the lamp is switched on, the mercury in the lamp causes the emission of ultraviolet radiations. Yes, this is the correct answer. And some basics. This is about electromagnetic spectrum. Please remember this order. First is the gamma rays, then X-rays, then you have UV rays, then visible light spectrum, that is VIBGYOR, then infrared, microwave and radio wave. Alright, this is the increasing order of wavelength. Okay, what is wavelength? This one is called wavelength. And it is inversely proportional to frequency. Now, what is frequency? See, when the wavelength is more, there is only one wave visible in this length, right? If the wavelength is less, which means if the waves are like this, the wavelength is less, more number of waves are being compressed within the same length, right? So, the number here is increasing. That is called frequency. That's why when the length is less, wavelength is less, more number of waves are present. Frequency is more. That is the inverse relation between wavelength and frequency. This is the easiest way we can explain the inverse relation between wavelength and frequency. Alright. Next, how bad genomes provide insights into immunity and cancer. How bad genomes provide insights into immunity and cancer. Genome sequencing has become the mainstay of investigations of the viruses that bats carry, also known as bat virome. This is important term for prelims. What is bat virome? It is a group of viruses associated with bats. This term is important for prelims, okay? Aside from knowing that bats can harbor all types of viruses, we have also found that bats can harbor multiple viruses at the same time without themselves falling ill. Okay. Now, what does this article say? The gist of this article is as follows. Bats host a wide variety of pathogens, including ones deadly to other animals, but they themselves do not get infected. Scientists have been curious about the source of this protection. Immune-related genes have been undergoing positive selection. What is this positive selection? This is also known as Darwinian selection. It is a process by which new advantageous genes or genetic variants sweep the population. Now, this bat has a particular gene that makes it immune to any viral infections or say cancers. Okay, so that is a useful gene and it is being propagated across generations or across the bat population. It is inherited from generation 1 to generation 2. So it is called positive selection. Alright. Adapting bats to control the spread of viruses while mitigating antiviral inflammatory response. Thus, bats are shielded from the effects of clinical response of their bodies to these viruses. Okay. Now, genes involved in suppressing tumors and repairing DNA showed signs of positive selection. This could contribute to bats' longer lifespan and a significantly lower risk of developing cancer. Okay, and there is also a term called negative selection. There's also a term called negative selection. This is also known as purification. It is a process by which there is selective removal of alternative forms of genes, also called as alleles, that are harmful. Okay, so positive selection and negative selection. These two terms you have to be familiar. Alright, now consider the following statements with regard to bats. They are the only mammals on the earth that can maintain sustained flight. True. They play a crucial role in pollination and insect control. True. They host a variety of pathogens like Nipah, Ebola, Marburg virus, but do not get affected by them. That's the gist of the article we just read, right? Yeah. They are extremely cancer resistant. True. All the above statements are correct. With reference to Indian elephants, consider the following statements. This is the previous year question given in the year 2020. The leader of an elephant group is a female. This is true because the leader of the group of elephant is usually the oldest female and it leads the group in search of what? Food and water. The maximum. So first statement is correct. So C and B are gone. Now second statement. The maximum gestation period can be 22 months. Yes, this is correct. So 1 and 2 are correct. You don't need to read 3 and 4. So here is the answer. A is the answer. Alright. Next. Push to brick wall. Bond investors dial SEBI. See clarity on downgrades by brickwork ratings. SEBI cancelled license last year but revoked its order in this September. We will look into the MCQ related to this. Consider the following statements. In India, the issuer company pays the credit rating. Pays for the credit rating. Yes, this is correct. In India, credit rating agencies are regulated by SEBI. Absolutely. This is very much in news. So, yeah. Every credit rating agency must regularly review and monitor the ratings of the securities it has rated throughout the securities lifespan. Yes. CRISIL is an Indian government owned entity. No. CRISIL is not Indian government owned entity. It is a subsidiary of American company S&P Global. Okay. So 4 is wrong. 1, 2, 3 are right. So 3 statements are right. Next, previous year question related to this topic. Consider the following statements. In India, credit rating agencies are regulated by RBI. No, it is SEBI. So first is wrong. A is gone, C is gone, D is gone. You get the answer. With one statement, you're getting the answer. Alright? Yeah, so B is the answer. Next. Green arm of lignite company NLC India Limited starts business activities. Now, what is NLC? Neyveli Lignite Corporation. Okay. Now, what is its function? 1. Lignite open cast mining. 2. Thermal and renewable energy generation. Thermal and renewable energy generation. Be very, very careful. It is also associated with renewable energy generation. Alright. NLC India Limited, a Navaratna central public sector undertaking. This is also important for prelims. Under the Ministry of Coal, again important for prelims, has incorporated a wholly owned subsidiary, NLC India Green Energy Limited, specially focusing on taking up all renewable energy initiatives. Alright, next. Consider the following statements with regard to Neyveli Lignite Corporation. It is a Navratna central public sector undertaking headquartered at Neyveli, Tamil Nadu. True. It is the first and the oldest government-owned coal mining company in India. No, it is not. NLC was established in the year 1956, but before that, in 1920, Singareni Collieries Company Limited was in place. So this is wrong statement. Alright, so only one is correct. Now, previous year question related to this theme. Which one of the following is the first and the oldest government-owned coal mining company in India? It is the Singareni Collieries Company Limited. Now, few points about Singareni Collieries Company Limited. It is jointly owned by Government of Telangana and Government of India in the ratio 51:49. Okay. And Singareni coal reserves stretch approximately 350 kilometers of Pranahita. We have just seen Pranahita in previous question. Kaveri question is there, right? In that question, the previous year, one of the options was Pranahita. Okay, Pranahita on Godavari, relating to Godavari river, and it was established on 23rd December 1920 under the Hyderabad Companies Act. So these things you have to remember for prelims. Alright. Next. IMD announces arrival of northeast monsoon, Tamil Nadu and Kerala to receive rain under its impact. Indian Meteorological Department has announced the northwest monsoon has begun. In its weather report, the IMD said rainfall is expected over Tamil Nadu and Kerala due to its impacts. The agency said the northeast monsoon began after the robust northeasterly winds strengthened over the south and central Bay of Bengal. The previous year question relating to this topic. The seasonal reversal of winds is the typical characteristic of monsoon climate. So basic definitions you have to be thorough. If you are thorough, then such questions will be very easy. Alright, next. Consider the following statements with regard to northeastern monsoon. It is associated with the seasonal reversal of surface and lower tropospheric winds, which starts by October. This is true. It is associated with the northern hemispheric winter circulation dominated by a strong surface high pressure region over Siberia. This is also true. Both the statements are correct. This is it for today. All the very best.